So this story is kind of crazy. I thought it was a joke, as I said, when Alice first brought it up to me, our producer. She said, there's fake buskers in the Metro. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, like people pretending to play the violin. They actually have a violin and a bow, but they're not really playing the violin. What you're hearing is the speaker that's attached, I guess, to the violin to make it look legit. That's what you're hearing. And I thought this was a joke. It's not. Turns out this is happening, and the reason it's a concern is because real people who are trying to make a couple of bucks, make a living down there by, actually being musicians and playing real instruments, are being, of course, basically faked out by these people. And by the way, so you can't see the visual, but here's someone who is not one of the real people. This is a fake one. He is holding a violin, or he's in the metro station, right? And this is what you hear. Okay. Now, you might be able to tell that's fake or not, and I will tell you the movements of the person playing the violin, for what I could see, are not, you'd have to stand there for a while to realize he's not actually playing that, but it's not a joke because he's potentially taking money away from people who are there, real musicians trying to get by. Claire Dellar is a pianist and communications manager for the group Montreal, Metro, and Street Musicians, and she is on the line. Hi, Claire.
Hi.
I guess my first sort of question here is, how did you find out? How did this come to light? And what are you asking people to do or police to do? What's supposed to happen here?
Well, I found out through some friends, obviously musicians. Well, like you said, people who see musicians usually, and it's the trend. Play the violin, sometimes accordion.
Mm-hmm.
So if you, like you said, if you see that the music continues but they're not using their hands or the bow, then it's fake. And what is not fair is that for the real musicians, because now the STM has a new system, you have to go online. It starts at 6 a.m. in the morning. So there's a lot of competition to get the best spot and all that.
Okay.
So obviously, when they go and they see someone that's a fake musician, they call them ghost players. It could cause frustration and some hostility. So we don't want them, but it's not fair when you think about it.
Yeah. So wait, so these people do the same thing? They go online, they register, or they just show up?
No. The only ones who go online and register are the real musicians.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so these people, they just show up and they play wherever they want. But that doesn't work like that. You have about 50 places in all the metro stations where the musician should be playing. They call it la lyre. It's some kind of instrument drawing. And they're supposed to play there. But these musicians, they kind of play anywhere. So if they get caught, because usually when you register online, they give you a receipt or something like that, an email or something. So when somebody who works in the metro sees a musician, they could ask for that receipt or that proof. So if they find out that the fake musician has nothing, they could get a fine.
Mm-hmm. So what would the fine be if they were to get caught? How much would that be?
I think, it could be from 100 to few.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's significant.
It is significant. So I don't know if any of them got caught yet, but I know that it's getting bigger.
Okay.
The trend is getting bigger, and you have some all over Canada, in Toronto, Alberta,
really?
Everywhere. Yeah, and in the U.S., of course. But the interesting part is that usually it's the violin.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I know it's weird.
So someone is out there buying violins, I guess, for as cheap as they can to pretend to play them to be able to make money.
Exactly. I've seen one of them on TV or I don't know, somewhere. The violin was all broken. It was obvious.
Wow.
So people, they just need to look, and see if the instrument makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And what they do with their hands, usually if the music continues and they stop using their hands.
Yeah, that's kind of
obviously.
Yeah, that's how that works. Unless they're magicians and they can play without moving their hands, that'd be really something. That would be worth giving someone money for.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. So what the suggestion is then for people who see this that they report it? Is that the idea?
Well, if their heart tells them to do it, yeah, they could.
Okay.
It's like it's because it could create aggressivity.
No, sure, you don't want that. Of course.
Hostility, so if they feel like that the person is really bothering or there's something happening with another musician, well, it's not a bad idea to call for some help.
Okay. And I understand the Metro, I thought I saw a number before. There is like a number you can call or text, I guess, to let them know, the STM, that this is going on. So you don't have to get involved. You don't have to say anything. You don't want to start, as you said, any kind of trouble. But you maybe should let someone know because they are taking money from real people, real talented people who have to go ahead and every day just try to get a place to play.
I agree because, like you say, the real musician, they work hard at their trade.
Yeah.
And, and it's their livelihood sometimes, a lot of them.
No question. So listen, that number, by the way, my producer just put it in, is 1-888-786-1119. You can text that to the STM and report a situation like this if you see someone, if you wanted to let them know that this is going on and they should not be in that particular station. So we're playing.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Claire, I thank you so much. I wish you luck. I was just thinking to myself, and just as a way, imagine you walked into the Metro and someone who actually had some talent was singing or pretending to sing Pavarotti. But they were not really singing Pavarotti. It was playing on a tape, right? It's the same kind of an idea. That's a different kind of talent, but that's not what's allowed in the Metro station. So just keep that in mind, okay? Claire, merci beaucoup. Thanks so much.
Merci. Have a great day.
You too.
I'm Dylan Playfair.
And I'm Tyler Smith.
We're putting loneliness in the penalty box by talking to some of our favorite athletes about the importance of friendship.
This is Bromance.
Bromance is brought to you by Charm Diamond Centers, proudly Canadian-owned and operated. Charm has been part of your love stories and bromances for over 50 years. And you can find Bromance on the iHeartRadio network or wherever you get your podcasts.